Yo, back at it again with the best segment of the show, in my opinion. We got the Jaxatradamus quick picks, and of course, I'm here with Jackson Edwards. Jake is
Mhm.
not here right now, but hey, we are in week 8, and you got some stuff to let us know about. So let's jump into it. We got Brighton, Burnley.
Burnley. First game, week 8. It might be the worst game of week 8 looking at the way these teams play, how they
Yeah,
score. One thing I got to bring up is Brighton against Tottenham. They did not play their leading goal scorer for unknown reasons. We didn't know if it was COVID, unknown injury, rest, what it was. Well, I found out from watching a press conference with Lewis Potter, the head man
manager.
over there at Brighton.
Mm-hmm.
He's saying that Mape had some attitude problems, went cross the line, I guess, in practice with another player, and he obviously, apologized for his actions, and they just thought it was best for him to sit out that game.
I like a manager who does that too, by the way.
I
You're
do.
not bigger than the team, no matter how good you are. So,
Mhm. So for this one, Brighton at home, both teams are struggling to score. Um, this is a huge game for Burnley. I believe they have maybe 1 point right now, and that was the draw with West Brom. And, that's not looking to be good.
Burnley
After,
have 1 point. Yep.
yeah, 1 point. They need a result here. I don't see them getting 3 points. Um, I just predict a 1-1 draw. Kind of a boring game. Maybe an own goal too. Just a crazy,
Ah,
ugly game.
ugly game.
Yeah.
Man,
Mape, if
yeah.
Mape's playing, I think he's going to score, and then hopefully for Burnley you know to score goals. I think he starts up there at front. You need to get Chris Wood and
Chris
Ashley
Wood, yeah,
Barnes scoring,
for
and then
sure.
I think that'll be good. But you need someone to score here. You got to at least get out there and without a donut. You need one or
You
two.
need one. Yeah, I agree. And
You go
1-1.
for a draw?
I actually, I'll probably go 2-1. Brighton. Don't trust Burnley. This is the thing. Brighton has chances. Like watching against Tottenham, at the end of that game, Brighton had multiple chances, and we talked about this guy earlier. I think Tariq Lamperty. I really like him a
Yeah,
lot.
plenty. Yeah.
He scored last game. I think Brighton has a lot of potential, so I'll go 2-1.
Okay.
Next up, Southampton, Newcastle. This result, what are you thinking, bro? You got to explain this.
Okay.
Southampton losing?
Yeah. Okay. This is what I actually looking at my notes here. I had 1-0 Southampton. They're gonna win 1-0, grab the 3 points, and
Yeah,
then I came across that Ings had that surgery, and now
true.
I'm like, I just the way Cal Wilson has been playing with Newcastle, I just and gotta go. I can't go Southampton here. I can't do it. Newcastle won both games last year too, and that was Danny Ings on their team
True,
and
true,
playing
true.
healthy. And I like the way Newcastle, even though James Ward-Prowse has been on a tear, I love the way that dude's been playing. I might get his jersey. We'll see. We'll see.
Okay, okay.
But yeah, I got to go Newcastle here. I'm sure you're going to differ here with me, but you got
Um,
to explain why.
okay, so looking at Southampton, I'm glad you reminded me of the Ings injury. Forgot about that. I don't know, man. I like.
5 seconds. 5, 4, 3.
I'm going Southampton 2-1, the
Oh, two.
opposite of yours.
All
But
right.
check this out. Southampton's next 3 games, Newcastle, Wolves, and United. So a loss here could be a string of
It could
losses. So
be.
I
Yeah.
think you have to get 3 points now, just in case you either get a draw or a couple
Oh,
losses
yeah.
in the next 2 games. But hey, I'd like to take Ings is gone, and he is really their everything. Next up, a huge game for both teams. I'm talking about this is probably the biggest game of the weekend outside of Man City, Liverpool, of course. Everton, Man United.
Yeah. I want to ask you 2 questions, both from the Everton side, United side. You don't have to go into a lot of detail. Is Everton still a top 6 club? At the end of the year, will they be a top 6 club? David is watching this, by the way. He will be watching this tonight, and he will be glued
I
in.
really get.
Our
I
friend
have.
David, a big Everton fan. Come on, team.
I'll say yes. Yeah. But it's dependent on injuries. Injuries.
And for United, quick question: how long is their manager, Old Gunner, gonna last? Will he be there in 2021?
No.
Start of 2021.
Me and Jake talked about it early on. He will not be there before January. So
January. Okay.
He's gonna be gone.
Last week I made a rash prediction taking United over Arsenal. That's only because
that's rash too. That's the sad part.
I've been high on United since they dropped around Newcastle. Okay, and then they drew Chelsea, and I picked them to beat Chelsea. And then they lost to Arsenal, and then with their loss this week in Champions League to Istanbul Başakşehir, I can't choose them. There's no way. I can't choose them. At Everton, it's 2-1 Everton. Lewin's going to score 2, baby.
No. I need somebody else. Somebody else. All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me tell you how Man U works. Like I always bring this up, I began watching soccer in the 2009-2010s.
Wow.
Man U was the dominant team. But here's the thing with Old Gunner. Well, here's the thing with Man U. They always score some type of way. But here's the thing with Old Gunner. Every time on his sack game, like the game where it's like, hey, if you lose this, you're getting sacked, he wins. I'm telling you. He ends up winning. And here's another thing with Everton. I don't know if James Rodriguez is back, so it's hard for me to make this prediction. And I don't know if this counts, so I'm going to say two things. If James is gone, Man U draw or win. If James is there, I'm going to go Everton. But I do need to make a pick, so right now I'm going to be a complete idiot and say 2-2, and then Old Gunner saves his seat.
Okay.
All right, Palace leads.
Palace leads. Okay. This is honestly, which team do I trust more? Which team? And it's Leeds for me.
Yeah, I agree.
They're better prepared under Bielsa. And honestly, what I saw from Leeds after taking that down 2-0, I believe, was at halftime. They adjusted at halftime with Vardy on the opposite side. They adjusted. They got that quick goal and were super close until Leicester just went away with the game. But I like the way Leeds have been playing. I didn't see a lot from Palace when they played the Wolves.
Yeah.
Zaha was lackluster, and maybe this might be a bold prediction. I don't know how they would actually do this, but Leeds, they need to get under Zaha's skin. They need to get Zaha thinking of, oh, man, that tackle, man, that should have been yellow. Man, I'm so mad. Next time I get the ball, he's just thinking about that tackle.
Yeah, he gets frustrated. Yep.
He's going to get frustrated. That's going to boil over. And he's not one of those like Bamford who had that possible penalty and then got super upset. But he took that to his game and went on to score 3 more goals.
Exactly.
Zaha does the opposite. Zaha lays down. Yeah, I love Zaha, the way he plays. He's incredible. Nasty footwork. But he's not enough for Palace. And he's been at Palace for a while now. And they just keep sticking with him. And I'm surprised by that. But I'm going to Leeds 2-1. I would like to see Bamford back on the score sheet.
Okay. I would love to see that too, man. I got to catch up with you. I picked Palace over Wolves. Mistake. I trusted Palace too much. So I'm going to go Leeds here. And I really love your scoreline. So I'm going to go Leeds 2-1 as well. I almost want to go 1-0 just because Palace be looking. Sometimes they look ugly going forward. But yeah, I agree with everything you said, man. So you think, well, first Chelsea, Sheffield, and you have win against Chelsea. If we look at the previous weeks, every week, you say we're going to lose or draw. But one thing is you think Mendy, which means wall, which means nobody can score, is going to get scored on by Sheffield?
I do, and I think he's going to get scored on by Rhian Brewster.
Hey, I'll take that.
Oh, yeah. So, quick question. In this game, you've seen, last year, if I can bring this to your attention, I'm sure you have buried these memories.
Oh,
but
boy.
I believe it was a 2-2 draw, and a 3-0 win by Sheffield.
And that 3-0 win was late in the year too.
It
That
was
was a bad one.
It was summer. It was the summer, wasn't it? After they came back from COVID.
It was either right before COVID or during the summer, but it was bad. I'll never forget that one. I was like, what?
Did you watch those games? Did you?
Yeah, I watched the Sheffield 3-0. I
So
definitely remember that one.
What does Chelsea need to do this time around to not have that scoreline to get 3 points? Because they can't lose to Sheffield.
No, we can't lose to Sheffield. We can't draw Sheffield. And I don't think we will draw Sheffield. I think.
Do you know, though, that Havertz is out with COVID? He did test positive. He is self-isolating.
So
Havertz is out.
So one thing I was saying earlier, and I think I still agree with my previous statement, I still think Mount is our best attacking midfielder right now.
Mm-hmm.
And Noah I'm not saying he's way better than Havertz, but like right now, Mount, he knows the system. Frank loves him. So if we have Mount in there, I still love Kovacic. I don't know where he been. He ain't been playing as much, but I think Chelsea is good enough to win without Havertz. Also, no Pulisic, but I'm liking what I'm seeing from Ziyech.
Mm-hmm.
Here's another
I
thing,
like him too.
and I want to apologize to Tammy Abraham. Ever since you missed that penalty against Liverpool in the Community Shield last year, I hated you. No, I didn't hate you. I actually love you. You my guy. But Tammy and Werner up top, if he does that again, it actually looks good.
I've always been high on Tammy, and you talk trash about him. Then he's like, Tammy.
Well, I just knew his goals were going to dry up. People were riding his wave last year. But, hey, Tammy, Werner, I like that connection. I think we win this. And, look, we win it 3-0, baby.
3-0.
Yes, sir.
Side note, I think Reece James is going to score your right back.
Okay. I love it. He's got the rocket.
Him and Werner are going to score.
He's got the rocket. All right. West Ham, Fulham.
Before we get into what I believe will be a total slashing by West Ham, can we just applaud Fulham for their first victory in the Premier League?
They did. Mitrovic.
West Brom. They scored 2 worldies.
2 nice goals. And that strike from the right back was incredible.
I missed it.
Top bins.
I saw it with his foot. I didn't even see it. I was like, where'd that ball go?
Top bins, weak foot. Unbelievable.
Yeah, but Hammers are far better than Fulham. It's a battle of London here. And West Ham 4-1. And Ben Rama, who came from my boys Brentford, the Bees, he got to play like 3 minutes.
Yeah, he got his first.
Liverpool.
Mm-hmm.
I think I want him to be in, and I want him to score against Fulham. I want him to come in around the 70th, 75th minute. I want him to score.
One late. I can see him back one late.
And then,
I think Ben Rama adds another element to West Ham, because if you watch West Ham, they rely heavily on the defense and a lot of counterattack. I think Ben Rama can add some of that flair, because they don't really have a super big playmaking like Pablo. He's nice. I like him a lot. I think that was a great signing, but he's not like fierce on the ball. But Ben Rama can add another piece. And yeah, I agree. I don't know if I'll go 4-1, but I'm definitely going West Ham with a win.
Good.
So next up, West Brom and Tottenham.
So these are the matches starting on Sunday. And another stat from my boy Jake.
Okay.
Kane now has 200 goals and 300 appearances for Tottenham.
Hey, I keep telling you, well, not you, I keep telling everyone, if he stays in the Prem, he might be Alan Shearer's record.
So, this is just going to be this is the early game. It's going to be so early for like 6:30 in the morning here. I want to wake up for it.
Me too.
We might witness history. I don't know what the biggest score line is differential has ever been in the Premier League. The highest I've seen is Leicester last year with that 9-0 win over Southampton, and then City beat Watford 8-0.
Yep.
I have it 1-3 because I'm not one to predict 11-0.
Of course.
But 3-1 Tottenham. I would
So
not be surprised if Spurs drop 7 or 8 on
okay,
them
yeah, I was
in
gonna
the
say
first half.
over or under in the first half.
Come
So hey,
on.
all right, Jackson, over or under Tottenham scores 5 goals total. You go over or under.
Okay, first, do you think Kane and Son will play?
Yeah.
This would be a
Because
perfect resting day for them.
well, I think they
Or for
actually
one of them.
rested. I think they rested a lot during their game today
Yeah.
in Europa. So
Okay.
I think
So
they'll come in.
I'm gonna go over for 5. I have 3-1, but I think over for 5. And that West Brom goal is gonna be super late, like
Hey,
garbage
look,
time. Yeah.
that's crazy, man. If they do that, that's why they call you the Jaxatradamus. All right, a huge game. I'm talking about
You haven't even
this.
picked. Hey, Spurs winning?
Oh, Spurs winning. Yeah,
Okay.
no
Okay.
question. My bad. I thought it was. I
Good.
thought it was that obvious. I'm sorry. So a huge game, and this is a battle for honestly for that either the fourth spot for sure. Like I think this is
Mhm.
one of these teams could be fourth at least. You got Leicester, Wolves, and I'm seeing that you're not confident in your team, just like Jake.
Yeah. Last year, both of these matches ended 0-0. Donuts on the
Dang, both
scoreboard.
games. Okay.
Both games 0-0. I remember watching both. I cannot recall what happened because I've seen over 1,000 games since then. But no one scored. Um,
Wow.
this is gonna be cool. This is gonna be a battle of the number nines: Raul Jimenez, Jamie Vardy.
Yes, sir.
Um, I this should be a great game. I'm really looking forward to it. Even though I'm thinking I might I'll probably only catch the first half, and then because I got places to be, and then come back, and then because I want to watch City Liverpool, so I
For
might
sure.
just catch the first half and then see how it goes from there. But I'm going 2-2. Um, I like the way the Wolves have been defending. We've had multiple like 5 clean sheets in a row. I want to 4 or 5. I can't remember.
I check. I
I
check.
don't think we can hold off Vardy for 90 minutes. I think
So
he'll slide a couple past Rui, but I also think Jimenez and Daniel Podence will score for us. 2-2 draw. Um, I don't know, man. You're gonna have to help me here. It's
hey,
blurry for me
I,
because I'm completely subjective here, looking at Wolves.
I'm looking at this game and it is very tough. And just to clear up your statement, so you have 4 clean sheets out of 5. Newcastle
Okay.
that 1-1.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That late goal. So
Mm.
man, I don't know what I like. I keep not trusting Leicester and I keep not trusting Wolves. And Leicester, technically, I would say they're the better team based on where they are. But
I think so.
I'm gonna go Leicester with a win, just because I think y'all usually end up in that 7 spot, and this
Yeah.
is the game that y'all need to get over that hump.
Yeah.
And you got to prove to me that you'll beat Leicester. I can see Leicester winning this game.
This is a game Leicester need. If do you think they're going to finish top of the league? Could finish top of the league.
I think they could, and this is one of those games that you got to win. But hey, I do want to tell you something, which I know you know this, but man, your next couple of fixtures are tough, man. You got Leicester, Southampton,
Mm-hmm.
Arsenal, Liverpool, Villa, Chelsea.
I'm not
So,
scared.
so Wolves, this is your time to show like, hey, we are really here.
Yeah. We just
Um,
got to play good. Play good.
yeah, for
It's that
sure,
simple.
for sure. All
All
right,
right.
Man City, Liverpool, biggest game of the weekend, and I
Yeah.
think this game means so much.
Oh, huge. Because early in the year, before the season started, I predicted City to win the league, and most people have Liverpool winning the league. Back to back champions. I gotta go City here at home. Even though they played a couple times last year, and Liverpool were dominant. They beat them 3-1, but then over the summer they Project Restart. Uh, City, it was like 3-0, maybe
Yeah,
4-0 over Liverpool. And I was looking, I was like, do Liverpool like rest people? I was like, no, those Liverpool's lineup out there. And the way I see it, is that Liverpool have got an incredibly strong attack. You know, we've talked about it earlier, but their defense is a little vulnerable. And Kevin De Bruyne plays for City, and he's quite good at finding the pockets in the
For
defense
sure. For
and
sure.
finding Aguero, Sterling, Jesus. It's going to be a lovely game. I'm interested to see what Liverpool's going to do with their back line because they had another young boy named Reece Williams in their back line for was it Midtjylland? Is that who they played? Midtjylland?
Yep.
No, Atalanta.
They play Atlanta. Yep.
Atalanta. And he played all 90. He's a young boy. I'd say he's going to play because it was
he
him.
playing center back or winger?
He was center back.
So he played over the Phillips guy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, you know, that another young guy, Curtis Jones, was playing the midfield.
Hey, I mean, he's held it down too.
Yeah. I'd like to see the lineups. I'd love to see lineups before I make predictions.
Sorry.
We're all probably – but, yeah, I'm going to go City 4, Liverpool 3. I just like City here.
Man, this might be tougher than the Leicester Wolves. And I really want to say draw. Like, I look at Liverpool. I look at Jota, the money man. And I like your prediction. If he starts, that could change the whole complexion. Then I look at City, and I'm like, y'all are starting to get your groove back, but I really still don't trust you. Man, I'm going to go draw. I'm going draw.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's lame, but I got to do it. Last game of the week, Arsenal Villa.
In my notes, I have Villa's backline with a sad face because this is the way they've been playing recently. I don't know what it is, and I see that Arsenal could attack that and they could score a couple goals early. And I'm going 2-1, just playing it safe. I think Arsenal is more complete. I think they're stronger. It would be I just don't think they're going to hold Grealish back. I see Grealish at least assisting one, if not scoring one. This is Arsenal.
Yeah, I'm going to go Villa here. I think Arsenal continues to show inconsistency. Yeah, I think Arsenal is just not consistent yet. I think Aubameyang's not doing that great. Lacazette's not playing that well. And I think Villa bounces back. They just scored 3 goals last game. They have goals in them. And I think you see a goal from Ali. And, yeah, I'm going to go Villa with the win, the close out week 8. So, hey, Jaxatradamus has made his picks. So, you know that means what he says usually comes true.
Yep.
But what we're about to do now is move on to the Champions League. So, make sure you check out that video also. Can't wait to see what happens. And I can't wait to really show y'all our reactions to those games.
Yeah.
Peace out.
See you guys.